I have stuff to show you.
It's in our blood, it's in your line. We're the circus of freaks, it's your faith on a leash. And I'm the transceiver as above and below, feeding all the fucking rats with the carnival soul. Yeah, walking the tightrope, punching a tightrope, tapping a knife throat. This bitch, we are the legion of the endless. 何を書いたところでこんな歌詞読んでないほらこっち読みよ向こうの向こうの誰かに問いかける Yeah 言ってとさまって何見てとさまが見てるからやれ考えがてるからやれ手とさまが見てるからやれ死ぬつもりで死ぬそんな世界の中じゃあちこち影だらけでも夕焼けが綺麗だから明日も頑張る過去でも言うと思ったところやろう
So that's the first one I have to show you. Mr. President, a second cover has hit the towers. So there's another one. Sit tight with me for another couple minutes.
Ready?
「瞳だった」「鼓動が鳴ってる」「手にいるのそいと」「冷静なほど 描きたいのはその心よ脆くて危うい優しさ静かなこの子を愛する君確かな輝き放つの気づかれないうちに私のものにしたい愛さダメだよ逃がさないから逃がさないから引きない声にかけたら引きない後に引けない引きない勝つだけでしょ人生のルーレットわかるであり素敵だわ特別を感じたら手に入れて秘めたレコードベリーの香りちょっぴりもない赤いベリー甘くそよくしただって恋にかけたら後に引けない勝つだけでしょ人生はルーレットハッピーナイト恋の罠からハッピーナイト始まりたいハッピーハー思いながら人生のルーレット運命はありきたりじゃつまらない特別を感じたいの奪いたい君のこと待ってないよ甘い甘いベリー心に赤の誘惑ベリー邪魔狙い定めてよ
Yay! May, how couldn't you at chess? The answer is no! The answer is I tried to learn how to play chess with a chessboard that was themed after Super Mario, because I couldn't remember what any of the pieces were called if I didn't call them Mario or Peach. So the simple answer is that I cannot play chess. Hello. Hey man, gonna lurk. Promise to mod another stream, but your intro's a banger. No problem, Gray Fox. Have a wonderful day. Hello, everybody. Hi, Truckin'. Hi, Nightmare. Hi, Gold. Hi, oh god, hi, Gray Fox. Hi, Giggle McShitter. Hi, Klein. Hi, Sephi. Hi, I'm Gamer. Hi, Arm. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Scar. Hi, Twitch Rat. Hi, Vivid Alchemist. Hi, Warsaw Pete. I think that is everyone that I remembered seeing today. Hello. Sorry, I had two. Sorry, Mr. President, about the two covers. I had a lot of stuff to show off this weekend. But if you ever want more bangers, feel free to check out my YouTube channel where I where I will eventually post more covers. And an original song. I'm working on that second part, guys. I'm sorry. But hi, how are you? How was your weekend? I missed everybody. I'm sorry I couldn't be at church much this week. Damn, I was a stupid idiot and I scheduled way too many things for me to do this weekend. So tell me about your day. Tell me about your weekend. How are you, my beloveds? Commissioner says, Mr. President, the second cover is at the channel. Exactly. Not even my channel. I was just involved in a lot of collab covers. So I'll tell you guys, I was working on 9 different collab covers concurrently. This is just like 2 of the 9 that have finally come out after months and months of development. So there's more. There is more. It just it'll happen when they happen, pretty much. Just covers? Yup. I was just showing off some covers I was a part of over the weekend. Any plans for that original song you mentioned, or just in the dome? No, we are actually... Oh, hi, Kyoku! We are actually well into development. The composition of, like, the instrumental is almost done. We just have some polishing to do on, like, the vocal direction. And then I also need to commission art. I need to commission art, and I need to commission the MV. Though that is proving to be a very hard part, because it'll be an original song, it will be like an original work, and it'll be like work that I can use commercially. So it's really expensive. So I have to probably wait until my next Twitch payout to even get a ball rolling on commissioning that art for it. It's turning out to be pretty fucking expensive, this whole original song thing, but it's a dream that I've always wanted to chase, so I'm sucking it up and I'm paying for it and I'm doing it. But we are well underway with the plan, I do promise. It takes a lot of money and a lot of time to do these kinds of things. Vivid Alchemist says, I'm playing Uma Musume with the Stalker Uma right now, so doing good. Hell yeah, brother. I hope you've been having a wonderful time. What is in the dome? in our minds. In our minds, Tomoyo Tatsuki. Twitch Rat says, at first you had my curiosity, now you have my attention. The army of rats will be watching you with great interest. Funny metal nut. Yay! Yippee! Thank you. I try my best. Gold says, I sit and wait for my PC. You're gonna be sitting and waiting in your bed for like 2 weeks straight, brother. Okay, I'm acutely here. Hello, Kamedo. How are you, my friend? Hi, Bill. How are you, my friends? I hope you all have had a wonderful weekend. So the reason that I couldn't be here for most of the weekend, I usually try to stream 4 nights a week. This week I only had to do 3, so I do apologize for that. What the fuck did I do Thursday? I did some shit Thursday. What the fuck did I do Thursday? Oh, I saw Angel Zag. So Thursday, I went to Chili's and I saw Angel Zag. And if you guys have not seen Angel Zag, it's a very strange, esoteric anime movie from the 1980s, I believe 1984, from Mamoru Oshii. And that was pretty cool. I've actually never gotten to see Angel's Egg before, so that was really nice. If you have not seen Angel's Egg, and if you have seen Angel's Egg and you don't really understand what the fuck that vague shit is about, for one, it's a very beautiful film, and the character designer for a lot of Final Fantasy games, his name is evading me right now, but I know his name by heart. Yoshitaka Amano. He was like the main artist behind that film. And if you don't know what the film is about, it's pretty much set in like in a post-apocalyptic world where God has left everyone behind. God never came back after the events of Noah's Ark. And there is a boy and a girl, and a young girl is caring for an egg, which she believes to be an angel inside. There's a lot of religious imagery, and as you can tell from my non-bullshit, that religious imagery is right up my alley. So I really enjoyed it. When I was watching it, I'm like, oh, maybe I've grown too stupid to understand this. Maybe my corroding little TikTok brain is no longer equipped to handle such subtleties in media. But then I ended up getting the picture by the end of the movie. And then I ended up and then I ended up getting it. Tomoyo Tatsuki says, it is in my mind that being laid out respectfully to be a heavenly arranged song. Yippee! I agree. I'm also very excited to share the original song once it's finished being completed, of course. But we have time to cook. No rush whatsoever. Ryan Stepper says, I've just been chilling today and playing Baldur's Gate 3. Fuck yeah, big dog. Where are you in Baldur's Gate 3, my friend? I'm in my second playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm in Act 3, but then Act 3 opens up like so many like quests and stuff that I got overwhelmed, and now I haven't touched the game again. Immediately going to bump my song in the car when it's released. Let's go! Yippee! Thank you. I'm glad you are also excited. So that was my Thursday, and then Friday, I just went out to sushi with a couple of Church IT Tech's colleagues, and then we stood outside in 40-degree weather with ice cream in the rain. And so, in all honesty, I'm so surprised that I have not caught a cold or anything. Because that was probably the dumbest decision that I've made in a very long time. However, I will say the ice cream was yummy fucking licious. So, Warsaw P says, I've been playing Sacred 7 hours, 2.5 the map. Ow, 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 ow. Thank you. Love you too, thank you. It is going for sushi, but not beer. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit of a lame-o, and I don't drink all that frequently. I do apologize. But the sushi was good. Sushi was yummy as fuck. Yay, thanks for the what streak. And then Saturday, it was one of my friend's birthdays, and all she wanted to do was go to an anime convention. So we went to an anime convention, And oh my god, it was a blast from the past because this anime con was real. So if you don't know, I was a cosplayer from like ages 12 to around age 21. Where my self-esteem got so low and I stopped cosplaying. So I cosplayed for a very long time, and I was super active in the cosplay community from like ages 12 to 18, mostly my teenage years. And so I remember my very first anime convention way back in 2012. I was 13. And hi, Meow Meow. Sorry, my cat. And I remember being in my cosplay for the first time and feeling so grown up. In my head, I was like, wow, like I've never looked better. I look just like an anime character. I feel so adult. I remember feeling like I looked so much different, like when I was in cosplay back then. And then when I get to this very small anime con, very reminiscent of the first con I ever went to, on the second floor of some random fuck you casino in Vegas, a very local casino too, might I add. This con that I was just at was at the New Orleans, which is a very hyper-local casino, and it definitely looks like it was built in the 80s or 90s. So second floor escalator up to the con, and then like we get up to the con, and there are tons of kids like wearing what looks to be like their first cosplays ever, and they all look to be like 12 or 13, maybe 14 most, and I was like, oh my god, that's how I looked back then. Like, not to say that these kids look bad. All these little kids look like great in their costumes, and I'm sure they were all so excited and elated to be cosplaying the same as I was back in those days. But it really sunk in like how much older I am now. I instantly felt like an auntie, bro. I walked up there and I'm like, fuck, I'm on. Damn, I'm so old. I may have been one of those kids. Me too, Giggle McShitter. But I was just like, oh my god, like, it never fully sunk into me just how much older I am now. And so, like, just gazing at this sea of children wearing cosplays for the first time, I was like, what a world that it is that I can now look at a child and be like, holy shit, you are the youngest person ever. Very strange, very strange. Welcome to the church, Fox Adlam. How are you? You're a hag now. I know. Hag pilled. I know. Stop shooting me. Love Stuffy says, May, help. My Gmail inbox is set 6,666 unread emails. Sorry, man. You gotta delete like at least one or two or the devil's coming for you. My bad, dog. I can't save you from that. Anyway. Gotta get those nails sharpened. What the hell? Fox says, hello, just in case no one has told you today, you look even more beautiful today, and you are loved by everyone around you, and hope you have a great stream. What the scallop? That is such a nice thing to say, Fox Adlam. I also hope that you have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you for joining our sermon, and I pray that you have a wonderful day. My goodness. But seriously, Jasmine, do you mean? Not today. Not today, it seems. I'm getting cosplay. I'm getting complimented already. What a day. And also, welcome to the church for you as well, JB the real one. Hope you enjoy your stay. May, cosplay is May. If listen, I made the fatal flaw of making my VTuber model like 10 times taller than I am IRL. So I was the kind of cosplayer back then where I refused to cosplay like no matter how much I loved a character. Like back when I was a teenager, I was obsessed with Kill la Kill. And Ryuko, to me, like, was the coolest anime character ever, and I really wanted to cosplay Ryuko, but because I didn't have a very, like, gruff kind of, like, face, and I didn't have that kind of cool girl aura about me, I refused to cosplay her, because I felt like I was ruining the character. And even though I know that that's not how cosplay is, or ever should have been for me, I still kind of have this thing where it's like, I don't cosplay characters that I feel like I won't fit because I don't want to ruin people's image of the character just by being me and wearing a costume. And I know that's not how cosplay should or ever has worked, but I've always just been very critical of myself, so I don't even think that I would make a good May. I will say this. I'm never gonna do a face reveal, but I will say this. My face is too cute and round to be May. I feel like I don't have the cool girl look to me that May does. I wish I could, though. I wish I could. Mini May, I know. But then also, I created a VTuber where I look like the fucking child of that VTuber, and that sucks. That sucks. Sucks being a short Latina, dude. I tell you what. Warsaw P says, just get stilts, 3 feet at least. No, what the fuck, man. But anyway, so I went to this con, and one, it really set my age in. Did you see my new emote? Yes, it was very cute, May Kamado. Very nice. I went to this con, one very, very small upstairs con hall. Like so there was just like a walkway, and then there was like panel rooms, and then one of the panel rooms had been converted to the artist alley, and then there was a big room at the very end of the hall that was for the exhibitor hall. So very, very, very small con. Ryan Sniper says, I'm at the end of Act 1 on my second normal playthrough, but I have done 5 challenge run before this run, though. Hell yeah, brother. Enjoy your, apparently 6th run of the game to the fullest. Gold says, good idea, and then go to Vegas. Yeah. Giggleby Shooter says, how about this? I get my 5'10" GF to cosplay May. Yes! That is the height that I envision May to be, like about 5'10", so... Fuck yeah, that rocks! Do it! Thank you! Anyway. Cappy6, I'm having some sort of weird nosebleed, so I'm lying in a semi-upright position. No! I'm sorry to hear that. Also, do the little nose pinchy. Do the little nose pinchy to hopefully get the blood to stop flowing straight out of that cavernous nostrils of yours. Sorry, I actually don't know what your nostrils look like. I shouldn't call them cavernous. But technically, I think nostrils are cavernous for everybody. Oh, okay. Gremlin model time. Alright, that works. Wait, you mean May isn't a 6'7" Eldritch goddess? In my wildest dreams, Gold says, May, remember when I get my PC, we play Borderlands? Yes, I remember, don't worry. Gil Missioner says, also, May, if there's a time for confessions or confessions soon, I have a devious new confession. Yes! Yes! I'm looking forward to it. I need to figure out when the next confession stream should be, but I'll figure out a good time for it. Maybe I'll do Christmas confessions. The Christmas confessional or something. Where we can talk about our Christmas sins, I guess. If I had a Christmas sin, I suppose my Christmas sin would be when I was a child. I would very, so I was a peeker. I was a gift peeker. And so what I would do is I would poke little holes in the wrapping paper of my presents on the underside of the boxes specifically. Like once the gifts had been placed and I know they weren't going to move, I would go out there in the middle of the night when my parents were asleep and I would rip a tiny little hole in my present boxes so that I could kind of maybe get an idea of what that gift was. And then eventually my parents did catch on to what I was doing. Because when I would get my Christmas presents on Christmas Day, I would hold the boxes like to my chest and then open them from behind, which looked weird. So, oh shit, hold on, sorry. Meow Meow got up on my shelf. I need to get her down. Meow Meow. Hey, you're not supposed to be up there. Aw, what the hell? Meow Meow. That's not very nice of you. Bad cat. Sorry. Meow Meow was being a bad girl. She got up on the shelf, which not a good idea for Meow Meow to be up on the shelf when we have billions of figures on our shelves. So she knocked down a ton of shit that I had to quickly reset. But she's okay. She's okay. She just got in the shelf where she was not supposed to be. You were a Christmas peeker? I was a Christmas peeker. I do apologize. Gold says, I only heard a story, but our cat burned itself on a candle on Christmas. No! Kitty! Poor kitty, that sucks. Oh, poor little guy. Maybe I will do Christmas confessions. That sounds fun. I don't really have a lot of Christmas sins myself besides that. I don't know. Well, I'll have to think about it. But yeah, I think maybe doing a monthly confession stream would be fun. Only the tail. Oh, poor baby. Oh, sorry. I'm so soft-hearted towards towards cats. But anyway, so Saturday was the con, and then I went to sushi with my friends, which 2 sushis in a row, crazy, by the way. Never do that. The taste of fish slowly started to make me feel a little ill. And then I went to an engagement party, and the engagement party was very nice, but also, I don't know if you guys feel the same way that I do, but growing up, I didn't really have the best depiction of family. So whenever I go to someone's house where it's kind of like a family event, I end up feeling really like weird. Almost even like a little jealous whenever I hang out with people's families. And so like I've kind of felt a little weird since last night, just because, and it's weird because you know, when you're traumatized by something, it resurfaces in really strange ways. So like even if things are relatively okay with my families, there's just this feeling that never quite leaves you. And it makes it, and I wish I could really elaborate on how it feels, but all I can really say is that being around families makes me feel like bad and jealous. So that's something I still gotta work through, I guess. but besides staring into a little cup of dirt and feeling bad about myself, cup of dirt being the pudding, by the way, not an actual cup of dirt. They did not feed us cup of dirt at that engagement party. It was the pudding, I promise. Then we went to go see Wicked. Wicked Act 2, which was pretty good. I don't know how many of you care or how many of you have seen it. So I will not talk too many spoilers, but that was also fun for me because I like musicals. Yay! Okay, sorry. Let me scroll back up and read some of what you guys were saying as well. Warsaw P says, I believed in Santa until I was about 11. My parents had to tell me the truth because they were afraid kids in school would make fun of me. I was that trusting, and I never doubted it. When I found out, that was the day I stopped believing in God. That's crazy. So, you fell from religion and also, like, Santa at the same time? That's nuts. I didn't fall... Okay, listen. I kind of stopped believing in Santa because when I was a kid, my mom... Ow, thank you. My mom would always sign gifts as Santa Paws, and I was like, the real Santa Claus wouldn't say this, and so I kind of found out pretty early that my mom was actually Santa, and that there was no Santa Paws. Giggle McShitter says, also, GF texted to say in stream that she is lurking because she watched one of your VODs I shared with her. Oh my god, hi Giggle McShitter's girlfriend. Hope you don't think I'm too weird. Cappy6 says, my cat went up to Rumi for hugs and she got him. Then we ambushed her and clipped her nails in the ultimate act of betrayal. Oh, I have to do that with Meow Meow too. She's kind of a little fucker when it comes to getting her little nails clipped, so I have to grab her and I have to baby her up Christmas style. Princess style. And then I have to get her little nails while she's babied up. Yum, yum, yum. Hello, Sister May. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are also doing well, Destructor. I hope you are having a wonderful day. And also, mwah, thank you. Warsaw Pete says, I just like most of my family. I just like my parents because of some kid cousins. Fair enough. Don't blame you for that, brother. Ryan Snapper says, Dirt Cake was good. Absolutely. I agree. Gold says, my sister was a deadbeat because my parents paid an actor to show up to our apartment and my sister sent him straight out. I'm sorry, I don't understand that message very much. Paid an actor to show up to our apartment and my sister sent him straight up out. Sorry, I'm reading the message a couple times and I don't think I understand. I do apologize. Makamato says, ow, 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 ow. Ow. What was that for? Because I didn't understand the message? Fuck you. Makamato says, I wish you had a gun emote. Unfortunately, I am just about out of emote slots. I have like 2 left. I have 2 emote slots left. And I think I have a couple of animated emote slots left. I think I have 3. But I'm running out of emote spaces, so I probably have to cool it on the emotes. Because I don't think I can afford, I don't think I have any more right now. Warsaw P says, that was the day I've given atheist. Question everything. I wish I could tell you the time I fully stopped believing in God, but I don't think I could. I feel like the story would make people too sad. And it's also a little triggering, so I don't think I could tell you that story. Sorry. And thanks for the head pats. Yay! Let me take another sip of my water real quick. Thank you. Okay. But yes, so I also saw Wicked, and if you guys don't know much about Wicked, Wicked Act 1 is pretty well known for being a banger musical. And Wicked Act 2 is known for not being as good as Act 1. So I went with a bunch of people who are... Oh, sorry, Nightmare Redeemed Bwomp. I don't know if Bwomp works on the Gremlin model. Okay, hold on, let me switch back. Okay. There we go. Oh, no! Oh, no! It made me look not Empreg, sorry, I'm a woman. It made me look pregnant. Alright, here we go. Here's your Bwomp, my friend. Alright. Okay, sorry. I had to fix some stuff. But okay, so I saw Wicked. Wicked Act 1 is known for being a banger. Wicked Act 2 is known for not being nearly as good as Wicked Act 1. And I saw a lot, so I saw the movie with a lot of friends that are really into Letterboxd and being, little movie critics. Which, it's always funny seeing... Okay, I love musicals. I like musicals. They are a great mode of escapism. I don't necessarily think that a lot of musicals are particularly written all that well, and I think Wicked is definitely one of those musicals where it wasn't written all that great, but that doesn't mean it's not a great musical, you know. So it's always funny seeing musicals that don't really make that much logical sense with people who care way too much about movies, because they're like, I think that the movie makers thought that the general audience was stupid because they showed us the same shot 3 times in the same song. And I was like, yes, but also, it's a musical. Warsaw P says, so basically like IT Part 2. It Part 2. Sorry, when I see IT, I always think of Church IT Tech. My bad. I guess, yeah. Not well written, but fun nonetheless. Cat Space is one of the best musical, but it's stupid as shit. I agree. Well, okay. I'm gonna say this. As a musical fan, are you ready? I'm preparing myself for the Boo redeem. I actually don't like Cats very much. My bad. And I know this is crazy from an Andrew Lloyd Webber glazer, but I actually don't really like Cats. I don't even think most of the songs are particularly that catchy. I don't know. But anyway, that's not what matters. What matters is that it's funny listen to very harsh criticisms about a movie musical, because musicals are hardly ever that deep. Oh, fancy May! We put on the fancy outfit. Okay, hold on. Let me unbwomp so you can behold my splendor. There we go. Behold my splendor. MGamer said, oh, nobody like Cats the movie. Yeah, because Cats the movie is one of the hardest things that you can adapt in a way that is good. So, if you don't... I'm a rum tug your hair off. What the fuck? Don't Cats reference my hair? Fuck you. If you guys don't know what Cats is a musical where every character is a cat, and you are pretty much in this weird kind of junkyard setting in which every character is a cat, and all of these cats are performing for the chance to, I honestly don't even remember, have a better life. And because the Cats was made at a time in the 80s where giant dancing, interpretive dancing was huge. You could not get away from an interpretive dance. People in the 80s wanted to feel everything through their bodies. So Cats is very much written in that kind of way where, oh, you redeemed a cat. You redeemed my meow meow for the cat stock. How thematic of you. So, Cats is hard to adapt into a movie because, one, it is pretty much almost entirely interpretive dance sequences with some banger songs spliced in there. But also, like, every character has a dumb fucking name, and because every character is a cat, It just inherently kind of makes it difficult unless you're really creative. And unfortunately, the Cats 2018 movie decided to be creative in a way that made every single person on Earth deeply repulsed. I don't know if y'all remember the way that Cats 2018 looked, but if you are unfamiliar, let me pull this shit up for you. 2018 Cats. It is not, or was it 2019? Yup, it was 2019. I was 1 year off. It does not look great. Let me share this screen with you real quick. They decided to adapt Cats and make the Cats look like this. And of course, nobody fucking liked that. Nobody wants to look at these abominations. This is the Taylor Swift cat. Nobody wants to watch a movie where every character looks like some gross amalgamation of a person and a cat. So I don't know why they even thought that this would be a good idea. Because if you look at, like, the original Cats costume... Okay, so original Cats musical costumes. It's very obvious that they're people wearing little cat costumes. I think this is the only way you could do Cats in a way that makes sense. Because, yeah, you're just looking at people in dance suits and fuzzy little ears. This is objectively the best way that people performing Cats can look. And there are some other interpretations of Cats that have done a different look very well. That was never going to be Cats 2019. They were never going to look good. Cats 2019 looks as if you tried to do the Chimera thing in Full Metal Alchemist in real life. It looks just so fucking ugly and awful. And so we live in the age of CGI for every movie. And this is something that I'm okay with, you know? Even all of the animals in Wicked are just entirely CGI. And I think they look great because they just CGI'd regular fucking looking animals. This shit... This is a crime against God. This is a crime against anyone that has a pair of eyes. Thank you. Ow. Round of applause for my opinion, I see. Muchas gracias. I'm blind now. Yeah, I feel like that's how everyone felt. And as Warsaw Pete says, this movie also contains the terrible crime of having James Corden in it. And I don't think a single soul on this planet, unironically enjoys a single thing that James Corden does. So that's just another sin. That's another sin in this movie. None of it looks good. It's all very bad. And I regret the day that Hollywood executives decided that Cats would be a good musical to try to bring to the big screen, because it was never going to work. Maybe the only people that got enjoyment out of this movie are maybe some furries with really bad taste. Because let me say this, I feel most self-respecting furries wouldn't think that this shit even looks good at all. A good furry would think that this looks like ass. I don't know. I have a lot of hatred for this adaptation. I think everyone does, and I'm glad it got notoriously panned. I'm glad literally every person on Earth looked at this shit and thought it looked nasty. Because it does. That's totally besides the point of what I was talking about. That's just another movie musical that I feel like did not, you know, I'm gonna take this off of my screen now. But yes, I saw a musical this weekend. That was fun. We were out until like fucking midnight because of Wicked. And then I went into a coma and I woke up. And now I'm streaming. And then I have a hair appointment that I forgot about today. So after stream, I gotta skedaddle and I gotta go get my hair done. I'm getting my purple redid. And I'm probably cutting my hair because my hair's getting pretty long. So I'm probably gonna cut it back to shoulder length. But I haven't fully decided yet. I'm on the fence about whether I want to keep growing it out or whether I want to just hack it right off. But I'll probably flip a coin when I get there. Mekameto says, that hurt my eyes. It hurt everyone's eyes. Not a single person enjoyed looking at it. Warsop P says, late night talk show hosts who could rip it a new asshole. I used to watch Colbert a lot at that time. He had hours of content. Yeah, sorry about James Corden. I also wish that he, didn't happen to the cultural zeitgeist of anything. But, M Gamer says, gotta get the purple. Exactly. Why not do pink hair? So actually, for the last year and a half, I have been doing mixtures of purple and pink. And the last time I did my hair was pretty much half pink, half purple. And it was kind of hard to take care of. So what I think I'm going to go back to doing is I'm going to do all purple, and then the 2 strips of hair on either side of my face, I'm going to do pink. And because I did that look a couple times when I was I've been dyeing my hair purple for 4 years straight now. So I'm going to minimize the pink because it's definitely harder to take care of. Gold says, May, I need permission to use those pics for my AIO cooling system. Yeah, sure. I don't give a fuck. anything I post in my Discord server or social medias, you're free to save and use it for whatever. I don't care. As long as you like looking at my design. Good enough for me. Also, hello, Karloyanov. I hope you're having a nice day today. Sorry I struggled with your name. But another thing that I think is interesting is that even when watching this very high budget movie musical, Wicked Act 2, is that you can really easily tell that everything is developed with being second screen media in mind. Whoop. Hi, Garen. I see. So you want me to stare at you extra hard then, right? Okay. So, yeah, this works as well. Hello, May. Hello, Garen. How are you today? Good transitions, I suppose. But anyway. Everything is so clearly made to be second screen content these days that it's very fascinating that even these multi-million-dollar productions, you can tell are just, they're being made with the idea that people aren't fully dedicating all of their attention to what you have on the screen. Here, get a little closer. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think that's as much as I could zoom in. Is this what you want? But basically, everything is made with the purpose of knowing that not everyone is going to be paying full 100% attention at all times. So they repeat shots a decent amount. They make sure that the allegories and imagery that they are showing in the movie is as prominent as possible, and that they'll show it multiple times of as much as it takes for the general audience to get the picture. And it's kind of a shame because I kind of wish that more media remembered that we are human beings and we can, in fact, think for ourselves. So it's very interesting going from something like Angel's Egg, where Angel's Egg is very hard to understand, hard to describe, unless you actually put your 2 brain cells together enough to have a thought of your own volition. And then you watch Wicked Act 2, and you're like, I actually don't need to think about this at all, because every single theme is written in bold 100-point font on your screen, directly beamed into your eyeballs. So I just think it's very interesting how a lot of movies these days just expect that you're dumb as a fucking rock. And they need to beat you over the head with absolutely any meaningful imagery that they possibly could have left you with. They make sure to beat you over the head with it so that the dumb general audience can understand. And I know this is big talk coming from a VTuber that looks like the Las Vegas Sphere right now, but I just wish that a lot of these big budget movies cared more about the intelligence of their general audience, I suppose. all shall bow down and pray to the Mayorb. Thank you. It's yeah, Morbin time. I agree, Warsaw Pete. It's Morbin time. Many things. Nuka says, I go nuts for media that doesn't hold my hand. And I agree. Maybe I should play like a crime-solving game or something. I don't know. I feel like I should put those brain cells to work and show you all how smart I am. Welcome to the church, Nordic werewolf. I hope you are well. My brain cells are being destroyed by the morb. Yep, I just roll on, I careen into your mind space, and I roll over all of your brain wrinkles and make them all as flat as I possibly can. Julia says, the fisheye view makes the second mouth feel extra bizarre. What do you mean, extra bizarre? You're telling me most nuns don't have multiple mouths? I think this is normal as hell, actually. Nordic says, I'm okay, thanks, and you? I'm doing quite well today. I'm just talking about movies and, how I wish that movies treated us like we're smart again. I want movies to remember that I'm not actually dumb as fucking rocks. Nuka says, I think the Mayorb can see the cheese I had with Yeah, the Mayorb can smell it, too. Smells cheesy. Was it cheddar? Gouda, maybe? Yeah, smells cheddary to me. Maybe provolone or white cheddar. Julia says, you might be the first or second nun that I have met. Well, don't make me jealous. Warsaw P says, feta. Ah, feta cheese is also good cheese, though. Nordic Werewolf says gorgonzola. Okay, hold on. A lot of cheeses. A lot of cheese talk over here. Cheese tier list, anyone? Cheese tier list? Vivid says, you should know I'm should talk you serious, but the morb is just making it hard for me to focus. Yeah, I think that's the purpose of the redeem. To make every intelligent thought I have, making it sound like 2 plus 2 equals 4. Yeah! The instructor says I have a funny thing that happened on Friday. Share it with the church. We'd love to hear it. Julia says, I wish that I could find Wensleydale. Is that a kind of cheese? I don't know. I never heard of that kind of cheese. Nuka says, I think the morb is helping my focus. Yep, it just think real hard about think real hard about it. Vivid says, nah, sharp cheddar is where I'm at. I see. Nuka says, my headache is gone and I have ascended. Sorry about the headache. I hope you're okay. Let me see. So what are we talking about? Anything interesting? Well, Lena, we were talking about, my weekend. I did so many fucking shit this weekend, and I was also talking about Wicked, and how I wish that the movie kinda treated you a little bit more like you were a smart person with individual thoughts and feelings, but, you know, not every movie can, inspire that much thought out of a person. That's what we were talking about. Now we're talking about cheese, for some reason. Vivid says, I have all of the cheeses. I'll invite you to the charcuterie then. Okay, Destructor's telling us a story. Destructor says, my buddy and I were talking and being morons, and he showed me an Instagram post from a girl that he just started dating. He said that on their second or third date, she asked him to bark. Oh, yeah? I see. Okay. Okay, got it. Like, who let the dogs out or counting worms by Knock Loose? And he being uncultured didn't know what counting worms is. Ah, womp womp! Fumble, major fumble, L. Julia says, Wallace and Gromit, it's kind of a cheese from England that's nice and creamy. They made a fucking cheese after the cartoon? Sorry, don't know if that's a dumb thing to say, but... I don't know. Okay, hold on. Hi, May. Hi, Real a Clown. How are you, my friend? Okay, I feel like I'm moving around like crazy. Maybe I should zoom out a little bit. All right, I feel like this is a little bit more of a manageable view. Destructors continued his story. He says, so I showed him. For the most part, he generally bobbed his head. And the second Brian Garris barks and the breakdown starts, instant stink face, and I was on the floor laughing. Hell yeah. He's sharing good news with the class. Nom, 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 nom. Lena says, lucky you must have a life. My weekends are full of a bunch of nothing. Well, the thing is, I usually try for my weekends to be a whole bunch of nothing so that I could stream and hang out with you guys. But because this month was, like, very big for me VTubing-wise, I ended up pretty much telling everyone on Earth, like, hey, I'm busy for these weeks of November. How about we make plans the week of the November, 20th? And so I accidentally told everybody I know to hang out with me that weekend of November 20th. So that was my fault. That's my fault. I usually don't do that much in a weekend. So I'm very tired, trust me. But I do hope that you are able to go out and have fun at some point soon, my friend. Julia says the creamery actually was going out of business. In the cartoon, they used the name of the cheese because it was fun to animate. It ended up saving the creamery, so they are on the logo. Ooh, okay. I did not know that bit of Wallace and Gromit lore. Good to know. Hey, guys, we're learning today. Deadbeat says, I'm here to swear. Fark. All right. Cut that shit out. You need to curse like a real adult. Now go on. Type the F word. You can do it, buddy. Everybody, type the F word. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just saying, we can all swear like adults here. Nightmare says, okay, holy shit, my kitchen almost burned again. What the hell are you trying to cook, my friend? What is so wrong with your kitchen? Klein says, that's a dangerous game you're playing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I instantly was reminded that maybe I shouldn't be encouraging everyone to start cursing at me. Destructor says, friends? That is an F word. That is an F word. M-Gamer says, flabbergasted. Ooh, that is a more impressive F word. This motherfucker might play Scrabble. Julia says, should we curse like an edgy 13-year-old instead? I actually don't even remember how I cursed back at that age. I think, I tried to say, like, what the crap? And then my aunt smacked me for cursing, for saying crap, which is crazy. Deadbeat says, fuck you with a PH. Okay, you're getting warmer. Warsaw says, what about the C word, eh? Like candy? Cheeseburger. You're trying to... Oh, how the fuck are you trying to make a cheeseburger and it damn near burns your kitchen down? In what way are you trying to cook this goddamn cheeseburger? Holy shit. I do what I want. Phallus? Like, see you? Like, cupcakes? Sorry. Swear like adults, I'll do you one better. I'll swear like a Scotsman. Oh no! He's about to unleash the unholy... He's about to cause a paradigm shift with the amount of obscenities we're about to hear. Anyway, Julia says, I got reminded of the New Orleans grill that had a 4-foot-high flame to cook a burger. It was quite red. I actually don't really try to cook burgers in my church. Because my church does not have a grill, and it kind of feels, I don't know, doesn't feel like a real burger if I'm not grilling it on a grill, you know? Real American thought here, I would say. I don't know. Doesn't feel quite right. Warsaw Pete says, cupcakes? I vote for Pinkie Pie cosplay and baking cupcakes. Well, actually, okay, so... A couple years ago, when I went to a different anime con, because I've been dyeing my hair pink and purple for 4 years now, somebody walked up to me and they're like, oh, are you Twilight Sparkle? And I was like, no, this is just my hair. This is just how I look at an anime con. And I did feel kind of bad because they were kind of excited, but I'm like, I'm sorry, this is just how I look. So apparently I fucking look like Twilight Sparkle. Nom, nom, nom. Apparently May's round enough. You calling me round? Alright, I'm putting the sphere away. You don't know how to treat a woman. I'm gonna talk to you guys normal style. How about that? Gotta get a griddle. They work really well for burgers. not necessarily a bad thing. Twilight is popular, and I agree. I do like Twilight Sparkle. I actually don't. Hold on, let me look up what a griddle is, because I know what you're talking about. Okay, so like the flat thing. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess a griddle would work. I don't know. Hi, Okami. How are you, my friend? How are you today? Warsaw P says, I have a photo with a neat Applejack cosplayer. Hell yeah, brother. There's actually interest because I think like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic was airing in like 2012. It's kind of crazy how the cultural impact of that silly little animated series, that specific reboot, has very much stayed in the cultural zeitgeist within all these years. Very interesting to me. I just woke up. Oh, well, good morning to you, Okami. I pray that you have a wonderful day. Oh no, hold on. There we go. I pray that you have a wonderful day. 10. 10? What do you mean 10, Lena? Klein says, yeah, we all know what it really influenced. Oh, like brony culture? Yes. But I do, well, okay. Do you guys remember the song Discord from the Living Tombstone? That song was a My Little Pony fan song. And that's like one of the bangers of all time. I fucking love that song. Not even joking. No ounce of joking in my body here. I think that song fucking rocks for a My Little Pony fan song. A couple of the actual songs from My Little Pony are kind of fucking good. Like This Day Aria, banger. Banger. Destructor says, yeah, you can make your patties on one half and toast the buns on the other half of the grill dough. I'm speaking from experience. So we got a burger chef in here. Kev, you gotta listen to Destructor. He apparently knows how to make a burger. He'll stop you from burning your kitchen down. Nuka says, I for real thought it was just about the app. Okami says, impact! I have a Pinkie Pie tattoo on my left leg, and her cutie mark also. Oh, we both have tattoos on our left leg. My tattoo is of Revolutionary Girl Utena. That's my tattoo on my left leg. It's a big fucking tattoo. I wish I had a picture that I could show you guys, but I don't have any on my computer. They're all on my phone. Julia says, someone made a symphonic metal project around that show. It was indeed pretty good. I'll have to check it out. Shit. Welcome to the church, Jessica Love Me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I pray that you are blessed. Yes, Arya was awesome. Yes. Okay, we know peek up in this chat. Klein says Rule 34 content. You are also correct. That is a large part of the cultural impact, but I'll choose to move on from that. The creator of that song, Discord, is a VTuber, actually. Are they? I didn't know that. Huh. MGamer says, what do you mean some of the songs? The show had surprisingly great songs. It did. You know what? You're right. Lena says, I hate how bronies get shit just for enjoying something in the way they want. I mean, I understand how back then it was such like a massive like, oh, you're so cringe movement. But as I've grown older, I have truly realized that we only have one life. You should like whatever the fuck you want, no matter how stupid it is. Like, listen, I don't watch Has Been Hotel. I have seen Has Been Hotel clips, and I can tell that Has Been Hotel is not necessarily for me. However, I'm not gonna walk up to somebody and say, you like Has Been Hotel, you're a piece of shit idiot. I'm not gonna do that, because we all have one life, and we all deserve to like whatever stupid bullshit we want. Am I right? Are you guys hearing me right now? Is it registering in your dome? Because I think everyone should just be allowed to like whatever the fuck they actually want. I don't care if it's Has Been Hotel. I don't care if it's My Little Pony. I don't care if it's crocheting or knitting. I don't care if it's fill in the dot painting kits. Like whatever you goddamn want. Let me see. Julia says, actually, some people found out about it because somebody was trolling a forum saying, yeah, that kind of music is for bronies, and a guy looked up My Little Pony metal and found it. Ah, I see. Warsop P says, the finale to How I Met Your Mother broke me so much. I stopped finishing series and I've been watching for years. I watched My Little Pony Friendship is Magic since the Luna episode in season 2, and I stopped watching mid last season. I haven't finished it since. So you have like the... Is it the kind of paralysis where it's like, if I watch the ending, then it will truly be over, and then I have to sit with the consequences of that ending forever? Because in a way, I do feel that. An ending does massively affect your enjoyment of a show in the long term. There's quite a few anime that I really liked when they were airing, but then the ending was so ass that it instantly made me hate the show. Quite a few. Okami says, dude, they hate the derpy hooves. That was huge. I wish I understood a little bit more about what you were saying, my friend. Warsop P says, don't ick people's yums unless it's some pedo shit. I agree. Just like whatever you want in this life, so long as it is not illegal or hurting anyone. That's how I feel. I don't give a shit. Like whatever you want. M-Gamer says, have you at least heard the song Poison from Hazbin Hotel? I have. I feel like I've heard pretty much every song in Hazbin Hotel, just because a lot of friends and a lot of VTubers that I'm pals with really like Hazbin Hotels, so they make covers, and they are constantly reposting Hazbin Hotel content. And it may not be for me, but I can recognize that there's some good things about the show. It's just not for me, I think. May! Hi, Fungi! How are you? I hope you are well. Destructor says, I fully agree you should like what you want, but at the same time, a 35-year-old man making the entire fact they like My Little Pony their entire personality is weird. Like, what happens behind closed doors should stay in there. What happens behind closed doors should stay in there is crazy. I think making anything your entire personality is bad, but... because we are all people and we are all diverse and everyone consumes and enjoys a variety of things every single day. I think making in one thing your sole personality is a little bad. But also, like, I don't know, like, who are we really to judge another living human being, you know? Because that same person could be the smartest fucking person out there. And I'm just some dumb idiot. So, I don't know. That's how I feel, at least. Lena says, sodomy is illegal in Virginia, by the way. I think I remember reading that at some point. Yeah. M-Gamer says, fair enough. Not everything is for everyone. And yes. That's how I feel. And I think that because not everything is for everyone, is that maybe everyone should care less. I think maybe everyone should care a little bit less about everything. Julia says, overexposure can backfire as well. It knocked down how K-pop Demon Hunter was for me. I agree, actually. So I really liked K-pop Demon Hunters when I first watched it, because I watched it like the same weekend that it came out, because I just so happened to be at a party with a bunch of friends where we were all like ex-K-pop fans. And so when K-pop Demon Hunters came out, we were like, oh, a K-pop movie, let's watch it together. And because like K-pop inherently has a lot of nostalgia for me and my adult friends who haven't really been involved in the K-pop scene in a very long time, it was like a very nostalgic kind of watch for us, and it was a lot of fun. Even though we can tell that it's made for kids and general audiences, that doesn't mean it's bad. But I do definitely think that the cultural splash that K-pop Demon Hunters had, it surprised me, for one. Because I do think that like the songs and the movie itself is quite good, but I also don't think it necessarily warranted the insane media pickup that it got. I don't know. I like it, but I don't think it was that crazy good. But I also just don't know. You know, I don't know. But I also do understand the perspective where it made the general cultural splash around it made you like it less, because I kind of feel the same way. I feel like the more that when I watched it, I liked it and I enjoyed it. But then the more that I kept absorbing content about it for like 3 months because it wouldn't go away, I was like, damn, all right, maybe it wasn't that good, guys. Maybe we should calm down a little bit. But I don't know. Also, thank you for following Lucas Wolf. Welcome to the church. Okami says, Derpy Hooves was a pony with a mental disability, but it was a little slow and silly. A lot of people love her, but a lot of mothers wanted her to get removed, and the show did it, but the fans pushed to bring her back. After a lot of pressure, she went back to the show. Ah, okay, so now I know the context. Good to know. I did not know that. I do remember seeing like a lot of art about that pony back in the day. Probably when they were probably trying to get her back on the show. So that's interesting. Destructor says, I don't like K-pop Demon Hunters. Also, hi, Scar! Destructor says, I don't like K-pop Demon Hunters solely because it was my 5-year-old has made me watch it 30 plus times, and I'm so tired of it. And that is also understandable. But hey, at least your child was born after Frozen. Not to say I don't like Frozen. I love Frozen. I think it's a perfectly serviceable Disney musical. I don't think Frozen was that incredible, though. I will say this. I like Tangled way more than Frozen. Do I have any agreeers here? But in terms of, like, children's movies, Frozen's cultural pickup was fucking crazy. Movie did not go away for years. Years. So at least be a little thankful that your child was born after Frozen, because that probably would have driven you more insane. As much as I love Idina Menzel, I feel like if I was a mother in that time period, if I had to hear, let it go, let it go, like every single day, I would go insane. Idina Menzel is a wonderful singer. I don't think I could handle listening to that belt every single day of my life. Okami says, oh no, Frozen, not again. I'm sorry for bringing it back. Sorry, I just wanted to remind you to count your lucky stars. I would much prefer listening to Your Idol on repeat than Let It Go. Carl says, yeah. I don't know what you are responding to, Carl, but hello, nice to see you, and I hope you're having a good day. Julia says, Godzooks, these takes. Sorry for having an opinion, big guy. Sorry, my apologies. Frozen is my number 2 Disney movie. Number 1 will always be The Lion King. And that's fair. And that's fair. So when will you do a cover of Let It Go? I don't know. I'm not necessarily a huge Frozen fan. I know the song, though. Maybe, like, for Christmas karaoke because it's a winter-themed song? I don't know. I want to do a Christmas karaoke, but I also don't... okay, so I worked at Starbucks for 3.5 years, and at the specific Starbucks that I worked at, we did not have a digital playlist. We were not allowed to plug in our phone and listen to a digital playlist. Our Starbucks operated only on CDs, and so we would play when we would play the CD when we got it. That CD would expire, and then you would be forced to put in the next CD whenever that CD expired. I have no idea how those CDs had time limits built into them. I'm not fucking aware of how that technology works, but the CDs would actually expire and they wouldn't work anymore, and so we would have to put in a new CD and listen to the next playlist. We would get our winter CDs in like early August, so that means that the summer CD would expire by late August. So from August to fucking January, almost February, I would have to listen to Christmas music all fucking day, and it drove me insane. I also, growing up, my family's separated households. Not really necessarily Christmas families. Christmas is a very weird, dramatic period of my life for many, many years, so I have a lot of weird feelings about Christmas. So being forced to listen to Christmas carols for at least 8 to 10 hours a day, every single day, because I was working 6 goddamn days a week back when I worked at Starbucks, was a certain kind of purgatory prison that I wouldn't wish upon another soul. It was like God himself took me by the head and said, "You're going to suffer, you stupid motherfucker." And I did. And people would yell at me because it was Starbucks, and they'd be like, my caramel macchiato doesn't taste like God himself kissed me on the forehead. I think you should kill yourself, barista. And I'd go, well, goddamn, maybe I will after my shift. And that's how it was for 3.5 years. And while that would happen, there'd be Merry Christmas, and they'll fun this year, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. That song genuinely would make me damn near have a panic attack. It was fucking crazy. Yeah, I hated it. So I don't like Christmas music very much, but it's the first year that I would be able to celebrate Christmas being like a VTuber and stuff, because I didn't stream during December at all last year. So I do want to do like a kind of Christmassy carol stream or something around the holiday. But because I don't like most Christmas songs, I have no fucking idea what I'd play. Except for oh, you guys remember the Yowie Christmas carols? Hold on. Do you guys remember the Yowie Christmas carols? Hold on, let me find it. Yowie Christmas carol. Julia says, any chance you have one of those expired CDs? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I stopped working at Starbucks like a good 3.5 years ago as well. Let me see. Nekoman says, I'd kill myself if I couldn't do that. I was quite close many times. Starbucks was a hard job, dude. Julia says, I want to hug May now. Thank you. I've been through a lot. Barry Allen says, valid response to bad coffee. Yes, understandable, but also, so back when I worked at Starbucks, I went to college, so I would like work my shift and then go to school, or I would go to school and then take a 2-hour bus back to my workplace and then work for 8 hours. So, not a fun time in my life. Warsaw P says, should have shat in their coffees. Dude, people also treated you so fucking weird as a barista. Sorry, I need some water. Give me a second. Okay. I'm okay. So, so I remember very specifically, I was having a really bad depressive episode. And so, for like a couple weeks. And then the one day I started to feel better. I went to work and I was like, maybe life is turning around for me. Maybe things aren't so bad. Maybe starting today, I'll have a better outlook on life. I go to work. One of my first customers, I'm like, hi, I hope you have a great day. Enjoy your coffee. And he goes, well, my day's not going to be great because I'm going to my divorce hearing. And he glares at me like, fucking sorry, dude. I don't know you're going through a divorce hearing. My ass just woke up myself. Like, people would always fucking do that to you, man. Such a weird atmosphere. Okami says, I feel you. I used to work in a place with music that we could not choose. We ended up hearing the same song for around 6 to 9 months. All I want for Christmas is you is my worst nightmare. I don't want a lot for Christmas. That song also drives me fucking crazy, by the way. God. M Gamer says, the what? Warsaw B says, the what? Okay, hold on. Are you guys asking me about the... Are you guys asking me about the Yowie Christmas songs? I'll happily play one for you right now if you'd like. Okay, if you... Okay, hold on. Is that what you guys were asking about? The Yowie Christmas carols? Okami says, no! M Gamer says, I don't know if I want that. Okay, I'll show you guys like the first 30 seconds of the Yowie Christmas Carol. Yes! Yes! You guys say yes! Okay, hold on. Let me show you guys the Yowie Christmas carols. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Hold on. Oh my god, you guys can't hear it. Hold on, I have to switch over. Just look at the the Windows Movie Maker font zoom in. All of the old scripts straight from Google Imagery.
Heart, and the very next day,
this is art,
you turn me more
this is a fucking masterpiece.
This year, I'll give you my rear.
This is a fucking masterpiece, and you don't even know it when it's looking you in the face. This is peak 2010
I gave you my heart, and the very next day, you turn me more gay.
I'm here to remind you.
I'll give you my rear.
I'm reporting the stream
Come on,
for
let's go
Carrie.
find.
No!
Come
See,
on,
this
let's
is
go
going to
find.
heal you, actually. You need to. This is required listening. You have to. You have to understand the joy of Yowie
Once
Christmas.
bitten and twice as shy. You picked me up and then
Yes,
I touched your thigh. Tell me, baby, now that you're rising.
Okay,
Well,
I should turn this off. I forgot that they just straight up show you pictures of the bulge. Holy shit, that's crazy. This is way more than 30 seconds. Okay, how about Grandpa got plowed over by a semi? Yeah!
Grandpa got plowed over by a semi. Found a guy on Craigslist Christmas Eve.
Okay, I'm sorry. I won't force you guys to suffer anymore. Sorry, guys. I didn't think you'd hate it that much. I think that shit's funny as hell. I didn't think you guys would truly hate it that much. Scar says, let me sing this with you. Yes! I have one smart person here. Ah, God. So good, so good, so masterful. Julia says, makes me feel better that my voice isn't pretty like that. One Arm says, I would sing it. I fucking dare you. I dare you guys. If you go to karaoke with someone, go to a family gathering or a friend gathering, do some Christmas karaoke, and then, why are you bunking me? Do some Christmas karaoke, and then instead of singing Last Christmas, meant to like pull up the lyrics to the Last Christmas Yowie version, Last Seme, and sing that instead. You'll have the whole squad staring at you like you need to kill yourself. Oh God, I'm so funny. Barry Allen says, I'm taking my self-administered lead medicine. I'm sorry, I didn't think you would fucking hate it that much. Julia says, not recommended for the American South. Yeah, no, I do not want you to get shot. Ooh, okay. Sub-Zero says, what did I just join into? Welcome to my church, Sub-Zero. We were talking about Christmas carols and how you all should sing Last Seme, or Grandpa got plowed over by a reindeer instead. Okami says, I'm taking 7 boxes of antidepressant meds right now. I'm sorry. Maybe some Yowie will help you feel better. I'm sorry. I know that I'm stupid. I'm the dumbest person alive. I deserve to die. Oh boy, okay. I'm sorry. Sub-Zero says, deck the halls in gasoline. Is that how I made you feel? I'm sorry. Barry says, we're all about to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm sorry. Classy Robin says, don't talk bad about yourself. Okay, I'm sorry. Nyakume says, May, if you ever play that again, I'm gonna kill you and then myself. Man, you guys hate Yowie Christmas so much. What if it was Yuri Christmas, alright? Would you guys feel... Okay, I see how it is. You hate Yowie, but you love Yuri. Hypocrites! Love is love! I think about the Edward Elric... Oh, sorry. Do you guys know the Edward Elric image, Love is... Hold on. The Edward Elric, I see no difference, love is love. I think about this stupid fucking image every day of my goddamn life. Regular couple, Yowie couple, Yuri couple, I see no difference. Love is love. Just like, it's so stupid. Any iteration of this stupid meme, I always think about I see no difference. Love is love. I just really like that stupid meme. Big fan of this old Edward Elric meme. You could tell it's from the impact font with the very slight stroke on the edge of the on the lettering. That's how you know something is old as fuck. Warsop says they just felt their assholes tent up. Don't mind them. Jesus. Icy Robin says, okay, but Edward Elric is gorgeous. I agree. The like end of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Edward, one of my dream men. TBH. Okay, but Edward Elric is gorgeous, even if he is shorter than Danny DeVito. How tall is Danny DeVito? Because if you're saying opening Edward Elric is shorter than Danny DeVito, then that means I'm shorter than Danny DeVito, and I'm not gonna like that information. I'm looking it up. So, oh fuck, you can't see it. Danny DeVito is taller than I am. Fuck. He's 5 foot. 5 foot 0 inches. Dude, I have to kill myself. Dude, I have to die. God damn it, no! This is not what I wanted to learn today! Well, I feel worse now. Just by a couple percentage ticks. Wait, how tall are you? If Danny DeVito is exactly 5 foot, I am an inch shorter than Danny DeVito. I'm 4'11". But I did lie on my driver's license. I did say I'm 5 foot on my driver's license. I did lie. Gotta start blasting me. Chad, protect your kneecaps. I will, listen, I told you all. Why do you think I made my VTuber model so tall? I'm overcompensating. My beautiful, gorgeous VTuber model? One of the tallest women I could think of. Me? Short as fuck. and that's why... Listen, if I'm gonna be a fictional lady on the internet, I might as well be a fictional lady on the internet that makes me happy. I'm overcompensating like fucking crazy. Hey. Come on. Guys are mean. Did you just lie about 4'11"? Admit it, you're 4'9.5". Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! M. Gamer said, wait! I thought you didn't lie. You lied again. Yes, I lied to the DMV. the only government entity I'd lie to is the DMV. Don't lie about things that matter. Okami says, I'm making my model shorter than me. So, like, yeah, exactly. Make your model whatever you want to be represented as. And if you want to make your model shorter than you, hell yeah. Do what makes you happy. Barry Allen says, on my phone, you are short. Thank you. Barry Allen also says, and the IRS. I'm too afraid to lie to the IRS. Even if I am a church. Classy Robin says, daily prayer for people to stop making fun of me. Trucker says, I know how to make you feel better. Yes? And what would that be? Is it ooh-ee-ah-ee cat? Ooh-ee-ah-ee cat always makes me feel better. Yes! Yes! Let's fucking go. Let's go. Alright, guys. Get the fucking dancing. We got a party to get to. Oh. Yes! I wish I could dance in a way that was more meaningful than this. Yes! Yes! We got the whole club getting lit! Yes! Oh my god, is that 2 in a row? It's long as fuck, but just keep dancing! You're gonna have to work up a sweat! Okay, no more. Nobody else redeem that, please. Nobody else redeem that. Alright, get the dancing. Get the blood pressure back up. Blood pressure? No, sorry. Get the heart rate back up. More, no more. It's like a 2-minute long reading. Barry says, I still have 20k bits though. I mean, I'll take them. Just give me all 20k up front. I'm kidding. Oh boy. That's okay. Keep dancing. Even if that means I'm just rotating my model around my screen, I'll take it. God, it's so long. It's such a long routine. Well, there we go. That's nice. Thank you all for the lovely cat song. That did make me feel better. Barry says $10 cat rave. Hell yeah, $10 cat rave. Whoa! Hello, Brielle! The Church of Bread! Yay! Classy Rob says, that's much longer than I thought. Oh, absolutely. I'll wait until I start to see some raid messages to say my usual hellos. But hello, raiders. Hello, Brielle. Hi, guys. We are talking. Okay, there they are. Hello, everybody. I am a fellow non-VTuber. My name is May, and I am a high priestess of this metal-themed church. Today I am doing a just chatting, yapping stream, but I also play a lot of RPGs. So, like, typically, I play a lot of Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy on this channel. Also big in the music, gaming, anime, and general gothic aesthetics. Today we are just having a silly little yap just chatting stream, but it is my streamiversary month, so I'm How are you all today? Hi, Brielle. Hello, Church of Bread. How are you all today, and what were you streaming? Yay! Bread raid! How are you all? Hello, my friends. And welcome to the Church Star, Jeffrey, as well. I pray that you have a wonderful day. Hey, readers. Welcome to our church. We are... We're just kind of yapping today. We're having a nice little yap sesh. We do a Sunday sermon yapping session every Sunday. Just to talk and talk about our week. Talk about whatever the hell we want to. So feel free to talk about whatever the hell you want to as well. And also welcome to the church to you as well. Nacho Reaper Uwu. Funny name, thank you. Brielle says, stream was good. My friend Colgate and I... The toothpaste? Sorry. My friend Colgate and I were playing All Hands on Deck. Super fun co-op game. I've not heard of that. But if listen, it says All Hands on Deck, which makes me think boat? Boat ocean? Boat ocean scary? Hold on. All Hands on Deck. Boat ocean scary game? In water? Okay. No, it actually does look rather cute. Okay, I'm in. That does look very cute. Well, thank you for sharing. I hope you had a very wonderful stream today. Gaming says, we're talking about how May is a lying liar. Okay, yeah, I lied about my height on my driver's license. That's not the worst lie that's ever been told. Some people lie about much more important things. Like, oh man, what's the last, I'm trying to think of, like, the last lie that somebody told me, but I can't remember. Church of Bread says, it was good. I hope the Sunday sermon is going well. It has been nice. I've accidentally tortured chat a lot today. Barry Allen says, okay, I gotta head out. Have fun torturing the raiders with the Yowie Christmas carols. Yeah, so that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing before you guys came in. I was showing them the old Yowie Christmas carols from like 2010 like last seme. People did not like that. Hi May, here's something for you. Hi Henry! How are you, my friend? I hope you are well, and I hope you've had a good weekend. Thank you for the resub! And I also net you a punishment, my friend. a tier 1 sub is a tier 1 punishment. So let's get that wheel spinning and do something for my friend Eric. Boom! Wheel! Indeed, wheel time. Num 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 num. I'm doing all right. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you. Spoonful of peanut butter with no water. Okay. Time to choke. All right. Let me grab my peanut butter. I'll be right back. Feel free to beat the shit out of my model or start a meter or something. Yum 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 yum. Okay. Be right back. Why are you booing me? What did I do? Okay, so the punishment I have earned today, spoonful of peanut butter with no water. And also, I should say this, but Church IT Tech was telling me that usually for like subathons, people have goals and they ow. Usually for the subathon, for subathons, people have like goals that they share with everyone. And I felt like a little bit bad about making goals. But I would like to say, candidly, that literally everything this month is gonna be going towards my original song production because it's all shaping out to be quite expensive. Making music is a very expensive endeavor. So thank you for all of the subs and the gifts this month. It is all going directly to my original song so I could have it out to you guys as soon as I physically can. So thank you. That sub right there is specifically, hopefully, going to that art that I'll commission as soon as I get my next Twitch payout. So thank you very much for all of the subs and donations and everything this month. You are making my dream of making my own music possible. So thank you. And time for peanut butter. How's that a punishment? That's delicious. It's like kind of not great peanut butter. It's like the protein peanut butter, so it's supposed to be healthier for you. So 1, it tastes very bitter. 2, no water means that I'm like fighting back choking the whole time. So that's also not very fun. And I'll read Warsaw Pete's long ass to chat here while I try to choke down this peanut butter. It's a punishment for me because I don't think that my peanut butter is very good. Truckin says, you choke on air, so it's nothing new. Rude! It's not like I choke on air on purpose. I'm just stupid. Please be okay. I'll try. Alright. Peanut butter time. Nom, nom. It's like okay. It's not great, you know? I also don't like how it like coagulates all of your saliva, you know? And it makes your mouth so dry. Sorry. I'm doing a chat punishment real quick. It was peanut butter with no water. So I'm doing a little punishment real stuff this month. If you're just coming in, I'm fighting for my life. No talking with food in your mouth. Sorry, Dad. My fucking bad. Okay. I'm okay. I love eating peanut butter. Yeah, I love eating peanut butter. Anyway. Hello. Hi, Truckin'. Hi, Chaos Dragoon. How are the two of you? How was your weekend? What are you up to today? I would love to hear more about it. Where are you driving, trucking? And what are you up to, Chaos? We yapped about a lot of bullshit today. So let me let me ask what you guys are up to. M Gamer says, "You giving me the sass? You need a timeout?" Now you really sound like my father. What's next? You gonna punch me in the nose? TJ from DK says, I'm going Turkey tomorrow to get 8-inch nip implants. Okay, hold on. When you say nip implants, are we talking specifically about the nipple? Are you going to be lengthening the tip of your nipple by 8 inches? Or actual breast implants? When you say nipple implants, I need a description here. What the hell are actual nipple implants? Oh, that was a peanut butter burp. Sorry. Truckin says, or not Truckin, TJ from DK says, yes, I will have 8-inch nips. It's just like my nipple nightmare. We'll be kindred spirits. I have no idea why anyone would want to do that for themselves. Nip maxing? Terrible, 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 terrible. May Kamado says, not gonna lie, I'm seriously still laughing at, we got the Virgin Mary over here. You pretty much are. You scored like nothing on the rice purity test. Truckin says, I'm in Missouri right now. I went to an LGS to play some Magic yesterday, but there was no one playing Magic, Sag. But I did end up playing some Magic on TTS with some friends instead. Yay! So kind of an L, but also kind of a W. So good. I hope that your weekend more or less balanced out into being something positive. Yay! Chaos says, just took dinner out from the oven. What's for dinner? What's for dinner? I would like some dinner. Warsaw P says, read my long-ass message, please. Oh, may none. Oh, right. Sorry. I was eating my peanut butter and I forgot. Warsaw P says, I just read a wild post. I'ma share it here. Quote, Thanksgiving was not a national holiday until Lincoln instituted it as a way for the nation to heal from the Civil War. That is a historical fact that I do know, yes. So if you want to do Thanksgiving properly, you have to at least do something for the Union. At the very least, you could burn Atlanta. R.I.P. Atlanta. It's been nice knowing you. Sherman's March, too. Electric Boogaloo. Okay. I mean, I guess. Fuck Atlanta. I've never been there, but I don't know much about it, so sure. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes, I don't care. Nightmare says, hey May, how long do you think you're gonna stream today? Oh, I actually, so I have my hair appointment at 2 p.m. today, and it's 1:10. So, probably another 20 minutes, so I could change quickly and then skedaddle to my hair appointment. But yes, probably another 20 minutes. La 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 la. Deadbeat says, May, guess what? You're stinky. I'm not. I promise you, I'm normal. Truckin says, I'm hoping to play more today if these fuckers get back with me. Fair enough. I hope you're able to play some Magic with your friends again, my friend. And Classy Robin says, still curious on if your father punched you in the nose. Okay. So it's not a fun story, but you know, Catholic household. One time my dad, so he didn't punch me in the nose specifically, but he did slap me and really hard, so I fell into the nearest door, and my nose hit against the door handle. And it didn't break my nose, but I do have a permanent little notch lump in my nose because of that. So he didn't purposely punch me in the nose, but, you know, I just kind of fell on and I just kind of fell over into a door handle. But you know how it is. Catholic household. You feel. Chaos Dragoon says, I made a pork loin stuffed with rice, roasted red peppers, mushrooms, goat cheese, and spinach. And then I wrap it all up in prosciutto and slow cook it till the prosciutto doesn't burn and the insides meld together. That sounds crazy! That sounds crazy and really good. I'm not a big fan of raw prosciutto, but cooked prosciutto sounds crazy, and that sounds awesome. I would love to have a little nibble. Please. Also, welcome to the church, Kaito416. I hope you enjoy your stay. M-Gamer says, no, I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to feel... Sorry. Yeah, sorry. A lot of my family stories are not very fun, so it's usually why I don't talk about them. Some of them are fun, though. Like, Like this year, my mom said she wants to have fun Thanksgiving, so she bought like turkey hats. I don't know what the fuck fun Thanksgiving means, but sure. Sure, I'll try. Why not? I'm sorry. No, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Hey, listen, it's my life. I already lived through it. Don't worry about it. I'm 26 now. Warsaw Peace says, as someone from a predominantly Catholic country, fuck Catholics with a baseball bat full of rusty nails. I agree! I agree! Thank you. Though I did steal their aesthetics to make my own blasphemous church. So, you know. Mekomedo says, I just breathed up straight up blue taki dust. Ooh, y'all, if y'all, okay, so I'm not a big fan of Takis plain, but y'all ever have Takis inside of a burrito? Get yourself a carne asada burrito, and then get yourself some Takis, shove some of the blue Takis in your carne asada burrito. I promise you, that shit is fire. I know many of you might not believe me when I say this, but Takis is a very good addition to your burritos. I've never had Taki. So I feel like they didn't really get that popular within like the cultural mainframe until a couple of years ago. But if you've never had them, they're like Mexican like rolled tortilla chips. I do kind of prefer the blue flavor over the regular flavor, but I don't really even know 100% what the blue flavor is. I think it's blue fire or something. Are Takis like those rolled up the tortilla chips? Yes, hold on, let me show you. If you've never seen them before, Takis are... Sorry, pulling up my thing here. These are Takis. These are Takis. These are the ones that I'm talking about. They're really fucking good. A lot, like the Fuego are the most common ones that you'll see. But essentially, they are little tortilla chips, but they're made into little rolls. So they slot really good in a burrito. So I highly recommend it. Next time you see a bag of Takis and you got a burrito on hand, put some Takis in your burrito. It's really good. The crunch adds so much. M Gamer says, I put barbecue chips on my pizza. Dude, also, if you make a ham and cheese melt, like, get you some Dijon mustard, melt some ham and some cheddar cheese, and toast that bun. And then put some barbecue chips after you've toasted your ham and cheese and sandwich. After you toast your sandwich and you're right about to slap it in your mouth, your big old jaws, you slot some barbecue chips beneath the bun or the bread of your sandwich. And it's really fucking good. I love adding chips to stuff. Mekomedo says, I still eat Lunchables. I have a tiny diet. I feel like a lot of Lunchables suck. But, you know, so I at least prefer Lunchables over the Mr. Beast Feastables, you know? I've tried a Mr. Beast Feastable and it tasted worse than a Lunchable, which is saying something. Classy Robin says, I have the ability to have them, I just never have. I'm not the biggest fan of Takis plain, I'll be honest. Not a huge fan. But they are yummy. They are yummy. There's like other flavors too, but I recommend the blue ones. Warsaw Pete says, the blue ones look like they're straight from a nuclear reactor. You're not wrong, but like, because there actually are blue. Okay, hold on. Blue Taki. They look like this. I know that they don't look appetizing, but I promise you they're good. I know they're like Hatsune Miku blue, but I promise you they're good. You Yanks are weird. Don't call me a fucking Yank. Hey, I'm walking here. I'm not even from New York. I don't even know where the New York accent comes from. I'm from the West Coast. The Mr. Beast candy bars slap. I actually have not had the Mr. Beast candy bars, but I do not have enough faith in Mr. Beast to think that his candy bars are good, so I've never bought one. They're also like $5 fucking. They're kind of expensive, at least where I live. I recommend Fuego, the red ones. The red ones are good. I just kind of prefer the blue ones. I don't know. The color of Baja Blast. I promise they're tasty. I do promise that they're tasty. I do promise. Ghost? What ghost? You're from the desert. You're right. I actually don't know why Nevada is considered part of the West Coast. Because I do live in the fucking desert. It rained a lot this week, and so so I don't know if you guys know this very much, but it's been very rainy this entire last week in Vegas. And so there's been a lot of flooding. There's been pretty big floods in Vegas. Anytime it rains, it floods pretty much. And so there's been quite a lot of floods this last week, and they're very annoying. I'm not sure if how many of you have experienced like floods before, but they do happen commonly in Vegas. And whenever it floods here, our parking garages flood, the fucking Las Vegas Strip floods. I'm sure all those motherfuckers from F1 are pissed because of the rain. But I mean, the race still happens, so who ended up winning the F1 race? Is it still going on? Hold on. Who won F1 2025? I live here and I don't even know who fucking won. Who won? Verstappen from Red Bull is in first place. Oh, okay, so no official crown yet. Verstappen? Okay. See, like, I don't care, but because F1... Okay. I live in Vegas. Whenever F1 happens, it's pretty much just fucking possible to drive around the Strip, which is an already very hard place to drive around because of the tourism volume and how many fucking cars are down there. And then F1 shuts down pretty much like the entire center of the Strip. So it makes it damn near impossible to drive around there. But like, I do think it's kind of cool that they're here. I'm not mad that they're here, but I just find it very annoying that they are shutting down a massive place where people like actually live and work. But you know, that's a Vegas side note here. Klein says, May getting rain is the same as us getting snow. Fucking nuisance? I don't know. Does it snow a lot in your area, Klein? I know you're in France, I believe, right? Nightmare says, yeah, the race was awesome. I mean, they are cool. It's cool that it's down here. It's just annoying that it's here, really. Oh my god, hi Jake, how are you? I hope you are well. Thank you for saying hi. I am gonna wrap up in about 10 minutes because I do have to go to my hair appointment, lickety split. But I would very much like to open up the floor to you guys and see what you guys want to talk about before I have to leave in about 10 minutes. We have some time still. We're just saying hellos. Well, hello to you too, Jake. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Oh, so I was not able to go to the Friday night of the con that you sang at. I did go to the Saturday. And I did see Corey Ojo. She did have her own booth. Inside of the artist alley. And she had a camera facing the con walkway. And there wasn't a line, so I waved at her camera, and she said, "Hi, you look so cute." So if she saw a short, purple-haired goth in a big black hat on Saturday, that was me. She probably doesn't, but she did say I looked cute, so... leaving us so soon? I know, I wouldn't if I didn't have my hair appointment, but I forgot. Okay, so like my hair, when I get my hair done, I have to schedule my appointments like way in advance. So I totally forgot until I got the reminder text on like Thursday or Friday, and I was like, oh shit, I have a hair appointment. Oops. So my bad, guys. Jake says, make him cutie confirmed by Corey. This is now gospel chat. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it on the chin. I'll be happy about it as well. But yeah, I haven't been able to watch the recording of your performance or anything, but I hope you had fun contributing to the concert. I wish I could have seen it. I do feel bad that I wasn't able to go, but I hope you had fun contributing to the concert. And hopefully if you ever do a little concert thing, video recording in Vegas again, I will hopefully be able to catch it next time. Klein says, well, less and less with global warming. It used to snow for a month around Christmas. Now it's more like 1 or 2 weeks a year. Yeah, I feel that. Well, actually, like, since, you know, climate change effects have become more apparent through the years, it's been flooding in Vegas a lot more, which, like, kind of good because, yay, water, but also kind of bad because, oh, no, floods suck. So, I don't know. Jake says, I'll let you know. Yay, okay. Yippee! Klein says, we had some for the past 2 days. Oh, nice. Hell yeah, snow. So it's actually really, Vegas is really interesting because we do have a mountain where it snows. We have a ski resort. So it's like, it's weird to think about like an hour from the Las Vegas Strip where you can gamble. We have like ski slopes because it snows up there. So it's like, if I really wanted to go out of my way and experience a white winter wonderland, I just gotta drive up the fucking mountain. Drive up the mountain and go see some snow. So I find that interesting. Kev says, I hate snow. Does it snow a lot where you live either? For some reason, I imagine where you live to be, like, quite warm and humid. Classy Robin says, Vegas is its own universe, and it pretty much is. You pretty much are right. We can pretty much experience, like, any season we want here if we just drive a little bit out of town. La 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 la. Okay, so I got about 4 minutes until I was gonna wrap up stream. Let me take another sip of water and check on who's streaming today. La 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 la. Gamer says, I can't share it for some reason, but this is my 20 stream mark. 20 stream mark? That's crazy. Well, thank you for showing up to so many streams. Holy freaking moly. Dragon says, making some pizza rolls right now. I hope they're yummy as fuck, my man. Dapping you up. Hope they're great. If I can get a picture of my hair without showing you guys my face, I'll try to share a picture of my hair later. But if it's hard to get a picture of my hair without my face being shown, then I probably won't. But I'll let you know. But Warsaw P says, I just thought of a question I can't believe I never asked, May. Have you ever played Fallout New Vegas? I've actually never played a game set in Vegas. But like, it's interesting because there's a lot of Fallout. There's a lot of Fallout stuff in Vegas. You know, because of the impact that Fallout has had culturally. So there's a whole Fallout exhibit inside of the Atomic Museum as well. Good Springs, Nevada holds a Fallout event every single year. It actually just happened last weekend. But I've never played it myself because I'm afraid of shooter games. Truckin says, just take a normal pic of you and crop May over your face. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I could do that. Okay. You gotta play it. Amazing game. Maybe at some point I will. I'm a little scared. I've returned GF called. I hope you had a wonderful call with your GF, Giggle McShitter. Just hold a hat over your face and have Church IT take the pic. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. I'll see if I could share a pic later. You went to Good Springs, Nevada Fallout event as Clint Eastwood. Had a blast. Oh, you did? Oh, shit. Did you go this year? Or did you go in a prior year? Because if you went this year, you should have told me. I could have said hi. It's more RPG than shooter. Okay, well, I do like RPGs, so that does make it feel a little bit more possible for me. I'm mostly just incredibly talentless when it comes to shooters and stuff. But, okay. I think I've more or less decided on who I want to raid you guys out to. So, let me copy. So, do you still have purple hair or is it orange now? No, it's still purple. It's very faded right now, so it's kind of bluish as well. Kind of bluish more so than anything else. But I'm gonna refresh my purple today, just because I haven't been taking care of it. But anyway, I did share at the top of stream, I shared new covers that I'm a part of. This is the first cover that I was a part of. It is an Utsu P song, The Sun, Goddess, and Rat. If you were not here for the beginning of stream, please do check out the Sun, Goddess, and Rat cover that I was a part of for a chorus battle. The other cover that I shared is a Strawberry Trapper cover from Love Live. And this is that second link here. So if you did not check out those covers at the beginning of stream, or if you not see them with everyone else at the beginning of stream, I'm sharing them again. Please do check them out. I think that they are very good, and I love them a lot. And then also, if you are unable to find those links later once stream ends, I also have shared the link in my Discord server. If you're not comfortable with joining community servers, no problem at all, and don't ever feel pressured to do so. But if you like hanging out with me on stream, and if you like hanging out with the people here, do consider joining the Discord server. I feel like we're all very nice. And then I also have my own covers. So these are my own covers as well. Please do check out my covers. I also am planning on releasing an original song very soon. As soon as I get my next Twitch payout, I'll get rolling on the art and the music video. But I'm working very hard on making sure it's an incredible song to share with you all. So keep an eye out for that. Trucker says, I'm just a degenerate in Discord. He is, but I feel like yeah, a lot of us are on that wavelength, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, also last week or 2 weeks ago, I released my very first merch launch. So if you want to wear, if you think my design is cool and you want to wear some May related stuff, do have a little bit of merch. And that's about it. That's my usual. I hope that you all have a very wonderful week ahead. Thank you for spending 2 hours of your day and talking to me for as long as you have today. And I pray that you all have a wonderful week. I don't know what my schedule is going to look like because it is Thanksgiving week, and I did get told very last minute that I do have family coming into town, so I'm not sure how much I'll be able to stream, but as soon as I have an idea of what my week looks like, I will let you guys know. But thank you for hanging out with me. I deeply enjoy the time we share together, and I'm just very thankful that you have all been here every day throughout this month. Klein says, "Quick, tie the nun! Don't let her run away! I got a hair appointment, dog, and I would rather not play a cancellation fee." Hopefully we can get a Kingdom Hearts stream in this week. I would love to, and I hope I am able to. But I will rate you guys out to Like a Ludsy, rating her back because she's rated me a couple times as well. Cancellation fee? What the fuck? Yeah, man. A lot of like premium services, like getting your hair done, getting your nails done, anything like that, they will charge you a cancellation fee if you don't like show up. So I'd rather not pay that. But anyway, I'm going to. Oh man, I typed I typed my thing wrong. But I will rate you guys out to Like a Lucy. And I will, hold on, let me copy paste this message for you a couple times. Okay. So there is that message for you. I will raid you guys out to Like a Lucy, and I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I will miss you until I can see you again, and I will keep you updated on my schedule as soon as I know what the hell my family is doing this week. But I love you all very much. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I promise I'll see you guys as soon as I can. So, bye! See you later!